Two brothers, same family, same middle-class beginning, same dream. But 15 years later, one owned freedom. The other owned bigger EMIs, the shared start. Mark and Nick grew up in the same house, same parents, same struggles, same lessons about money. Years later, both became financially stable. Nick, the elder brother, became a high-ranking officer with an impressive salary. Mark earned steadily too. Not flashy, not extraordinary, just stable. Both got married. Both had responsibilities. Both wanted the same thing: a good life for their families. But over time, their financial philosophies moved in completely different directions. Two views on borrowing. Nick believed loans were normal. To him, debt was simply a shortcut to a better life today. Why wait 10 years when the bank could give it now? A bigger car, a renovated kitchen, a faster lifestyle. EMIs slowly became part of everyday life. But Mark viewed loans differently. Not emotionally, mathematically. Because he understood something most people ignore. Every EMI is a claim on your future time. A loan means you are spending tomorrow's salary before tomorrow arrives. And that frightened him. Not because he lacked courage, because he valued freedom, the early repayer. 15 years earlier, Mark also had loans. A car loan, family responsibilities, the ordinary burdens of adult life. But he had one obsession: close the loan early. Whenever extra money came in, he prepaid. Bonus, prepay. Unexpected savings, prepay. Side income, prepay. While others celebrated loan eligibility, Mark celebrated loan closure. And slowly, something invisible began happening. Every loan he closed early saved future interest. Thousands became lakhs. Money that would have gone to the bank stayed with him instead. Most people think interest is only a small extra payment. It is not. Interest is the price people pay for impatience. And Mark wanted his future back. The top-up trap. Nick's life looked successful from the outside. Big salary, beautiful upgrades, comfortable lifestyle. But quietly, a cycle had formed. Every few years, another top-up loan, another EMI, another upgrade. The car loan became a bigger loan. The home loan became a renovation loan. The renovation became another extension. The salary increased. But so did the debt. And this is the trap people rarely discuss. Some people do not remain financially trapped because they earn too little. They remain trapped because every salary increase creates another EMI. The bank always gets paid first, not them. Strategic patience. Nick wanted the dream house immediately. Mark wanted ownership. So while Nick borrowed heavily to build faster, Mark waited. And waiting is painful in a world addicted to speed. Friends compare houses. Relatives ask questions. People assume patience means failure. But Mark kept investing quietly. Fixed deposits, mutual funds, long-term maturity plans. Slowly, the money began working for him. This is the difference between a wealth-building mindset and a consumption mindset. One pays interest, the other earns it. While Nick sent money to the bank every month, the market quietly sent money to Mark. Dividends, growth, compounding. Time became Mark's business partner. The fear that became a superpower. People often mocked Mark. You worry too much. You are too afraid of loans. You should enjoy life. But that fear became his greatest financial weapon. Because debt-free people think differently. They sleep differently. They survive differently. Mark understood one brutal truth. A person with no EMI has options. A person buried under EMIs has obligations. If an emergency appeared, Mark had breathing room, savings, liquidity, time. But if Nick missed a few paychecks, the entire system around him could begin collapsing. Big salary, fragile foundation, and that is the illusion of modern success. The moment of maturity. Then came the moment nobody notices. The maturity period. Years of patience suddenly became visible. Mark finally built his house. Not through panic, not through pressure, not through crushing EMIs, but through matured investments. And the feeling was different, because from the very first day, the house truly belonged to him, fully. No bank ownership, no top-up loan, no hidden burden. Meanwhile, Nick was still paying for upgrades made years earlier. And this is where the two brothers truly separated. Nick had lifestyle, Mark had freedom. Conclusion: high income can hide poor financial habits for many years. That is why some wealthy-looking people remain financially stressed forever. Because wealth is not about what you can buy. It is about what you can keep. Not what you borrow. What you truly own. Mark and Nick began at the same place, but one used time to build freedom. The other used debt to buy speed. And in the end, speed impressed people. But freedom changed life. The bank can finance your lifestyle, but only discipline can finance your peace.